Yeah, we back with another interesting video. Now, Tariq Nasheed back on the social media airwaves, throwing a tantrum, having a fit. Burna Boy, shout out to Burna Boy. He was on the interview, and listen, I'm gonna run the clip. I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna react to some of the tweets online. Let's go.
So I'm here with a man himself, the African giant Burna Boy, and I want to ask you, why is it important that the diaspora come home?
You know why? Okay, let's use America for example, right? Because we can use anywhere.
Yeah.
But let's just use America, right? Why do you think the Chinese American, has their respect, and they don't go through the things that African Americans go through? Even though they might go through their struggles, I'm not taking anything away from them, but they don't go through what the African American goes through. You know why? Because the Chinese American has a base. He actually knows where he's from in China.
Right. And they have support from the Chinese government.
You understand? Like the Italian American.
They have Italy.
They know where their grandparents came from in Italy before. They know the first person in their family to come to America to start that line that made them Italian American. They know. You understand what I'm saying? And same goes for everyone else except the African American. You understand what I'm saying to you? So how can an African American and an Italian American be on the same field when how do I put this in a nice politically correct way?
Yeah, we back. Now, unfortunately for the homie Burna Boy, he was not the most articulate. You know, I know it's ironic. A lot of brothers who are songwriters, you get them in an interview, and they're not the most articulate, but you get them inside that studio, and magic happens. But in summary, I believe what he was trying to talk about was the strength as well as the leverage that comes along with having the backing of a certain government or a certain powerful entity. Even in the video I just dropped an hour ago entitled, "Where's the Black Man's Military Power in 2023, I spoke about how if Africa was powerful, self-sufficient, the amount of leverage that would come along with that, not only for nations in the Caribbean, but also black people here in America. Imagine there was a cohesion or a correspondence between the various groups around the world, working towards a common goal, similar to how different groups do the same thing, regardless if they're located in Europe, North America, Africa. There are many different groups, right? The Lebanese, the Chinese, the Jewish community, regardless of wherever they're located, they generally hold a similar cultural line, and they also work towards a common goal regardless of their location. And one thing that's an absolute fact, we do not have that similar cohesion. When you examine the political worldview or the point of view of the average black person, is very local, is very regional, sometimes it's very tribal or even religious in nature. So in my opinion, what Burna Boy was trying to express was to switch your orientation to that of a more international worldview, a more international perspective. And as you can see, Tariq Nasheed took the opportunity to rile his audience up, get everybody emotionally riled up, get everybody excited, talking bullshit. He hopped online, apparently went live talking about Burna Boy says black Americans don't know where they from. Man, listen, you see how you could twist some shit like that? That's why, brothers, you gotta be articulate. You gotta be articulate with your words, man. If you know you're not an articulate brother, don't grab the mic, bro. If you know you're not articulate, don't even grab the microphone. Don't try to answer no questions. Just be like, hey, shout out to y'all. You know, thank you for coming out to my show. Thank you. You know, got much love for the fans. And I'm gone, man. I'm telling you, that's how a lot of celebrities have maintained their business and their enterprise for years and decades, right? They don't say too much. When the camera's on them, they say thank you. Much love to the fans. Much love to the supporters. You know, shout out to God. You know, that's what you got to do, man. That's all you got to say. If you're not articulate, bro, just don't say nothing. Because if you're not articulate, bro, see what happens? See what happens? Now we got boneheads and airheads on social media with their panties in a bunch, man. Now let's get into it. Take a look up on the screen. We got a tweet that says, "Why are Africans never bringing up how they never bust a grape for black Americans? Tethers showing their true colors." Now, first of all, man, you know, I gotta say, bro, this is a talking point that I hear coming up every now and again. And every time I hear it, it sounds more hilarious than the last time that I heard it. First of all, it's false. And I've done videos on it in the past, right? Yes, the Kingdom of Dahomey did actually send troops to Haiti in the early 1800s. But that was a case where that was government to government, right? That was a correspondence between two governments. So when people say Africa never bust a grape for black Americans, when you hear these Tariq Nasheed supporters talking this bullshit, it doesn't even make no sense diplomatically, because where's the embassy? Where's the correspondence? Who do we send the letter to? Like, we would have to send it to Thomas Jefferson. And in fact, I did videos on that as well. After Haiti got its independence, General Dessalines did in fact try to purchase the freedom of every single black American that was currently in bondage. But he sent a letter to Thomas Jefferson. And Thomas Jefferson, as you already expected, bro, get the fuck out my face. In fact, I don't even think Thomas Jefferson even opened the letter. I think he threw that shit straight in the trash can. So to be honest, logically speaking, it would make no sense for any foreign adversary to come and quote unquote rescue and bust shots for black Americans, because you'd have to go through the US military first. And first of all, why would somebody get so emotionally triggered to react in this manner when basically all Burna Boy is saying is, bro, life is like, the world is international, man. The world is international, man. If you really want to do your thing, you have to have an international worldview and perspective and viewpoint on the world. So I don't understand why he would be upset by what Burna Boy said, why anybody would be upset, why Tariq Nasheed would be upset, why any of his fan base would be upset. I mean, I don't really understand it. Next tweet, take a look up on the screen. Here's a thought. Maybe Africa doesn't back up black Americans because we are not African. I don't know why this concept is so hard for folks to understand and accept. Man, that's not even the reason, man. We already explained it, bro. The reason why is because there would be no sovereign entity to communicate with. You'd have to communicate with the U.S. government, and that would be against the interest of the U.S. government, bro. So when people make these demands or make these assertions, what you're basically saying is you want another group of black people from somewhere else to come and do battle against the U.S. military, which, I mean, listen, you claim that's your adversary, so you got to do battle against him first. And then when people see you doing battle, then they could come and try to help you out, maybe at a vulnerable stage in the battle. I don't really know, but you can't really expect people to do something that you're not currently engaged in. I mean, it makes no sense. It's just an emotional response. And brothers, as men, as black men, we can't just be flying off the handle, knee-jerk emotional reaction, just talking bullshit out of our mouth, man. Come on, bro. Next tweet, take a look up on the screen. He ain't lying. Why you so set on dividing African Americans from all other folks across the world with African ancestry? Amen. I mean, listen, obviously Tariq got an agenda. He got a narrative he's pushing. It is what it is. I'm sure it's good for his financial well-being. I could only assume. He has children, he has a wife, he has a family, he has bills to pay, as we all do. And unfortunately, honestly, when it comes to getting that money, there are those of us among us who are willing to do whatever when it comes to making a profit. And Tariq Nasheed, he's absolutely one of them. As you already know, his claim to fame was putting women on the street, getting money by pimping women. So human trafficking. You already know his background, his lifestyle that he came up in. So nothing that you see should be a surprise to anybody. Now, next tweet. This lady right here says, starting with the fact that we did not immigrate to America, we built it. I already know he would pick us for the answer, not Caribbeans or South Americans. And honestly, I believe the reason why Caribbeans and different diasporan groups don't really get singled out during these discussions is because there really isn't a debate about our connection to Africa. Like, we don't have these discussions about whether or not we got a connection to Africa or not. You know what I mean? And I can't speak for other nations, but me, myself, as a Haitian, my country has had long-standing diplomatic relations with African nations going back damn near 200 years. The only challenge we face as, Caribbean nations, South American nations, different groups in the diaspora is the fact that most times our leaders are in the pocket of the West. So they might not want to assert their independence and strengthen their diplomatic ties when it comes to the African continent, because that might be against the interests of the Western powers. But to make the declaration that nations in the African continent have never reached out to their diaspora and created political and diplomatic connections, that's just some bullshit. And like I said, a lot of these are emotional reactions. And that's not masculine, bro. That's not manly, bro. I mean, I don't know what to say, bro. Y'all sound like some bitches, man. Y'all sounding like some bitches because I gotta just keep it a stack. A lot of times y'all sound like bitches, man. Because what did Burna Boy say that should elicit a negative reaction when now you got people getting emotional in the comment section and you gotta go live just to get views with a fraudulent headline? Bro, Tariq Nasheed, man, we see right through the bullshit games, bro. At the end of the day, I understand. You got kids to feed, bro. You got a wife that's on your ass. Understand that she'll probably leave your old ass if you don't keep the money coming in. I'm already knowing, bro. But the reason why I said Tariq Nasheed and his followers, they sounded like bitches getting emotional over this headline is because, number one, y'all way too old for this, man. A lot of y'all 45 years old, 55 years old, sounding like y'all 14 years old, getting emotional like 10th grade girls in the goddamn cafeteria or the classroom. Come on, man, grow up, bro. We supposed to be black men. We supposed to be black men, bro. And the reason why I said y'all sounding like bitches is because I'm Haitian, bro. I'm Haitian. We've been getting slandered in the media all over the world on the airwaves for damn near 2 centuries straight. 2 centuries straight. European literature, European media has been launching a slander campaign, an all-out assault against my people, bro. So when I see people like Tariq Nasheed's fan base getting upset over a little comment made during a Burna Boy interview, man, y'all sound like bitches, man. Y'all sounding like bitches, man. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. We do not need any black men on the African continent who are that emotionally fragile, get that quickly emotionally rattled by someone's comment on a goddamn viral video. We do not need no noodleback, jellyfish, soft ass, emotional black men running around the African continent, because guess what? There's other men on the African continent from different nations, different parts of the world. They came here to do business. They came here to get it popping. They're not here on emotional bullshit. They here on business. So if you're not here on business, if you're not here to win, win, if you're not here to compete, if you're not here to contribute, man, sit your ass back, stay your ass back. We don't need no soft ass, zero composure having ass niggas running around the African continent, bro. We only need the best and the brightest. We only need the most enlightened. We only need the most competitive. We only need the most driven, the most intelligent black men coming to the African continent to contribute their genius back to Mama Africa. And I'm telling you right now, that's all we need. We do not need no noodleback jellyfish soft ass niggas. Now, finally, take a look up on the screen. We got the final tweet that says, "There's literally nothing to unpack. The Burna Boy message isn't for you FBA fulfillment by Amazon ass niggas. There are a lot of us, African Americans, who want to reconnect with our African roots, who don't hate our brothers and sisters in the continent." Shout out to Jelani Brown, bro. Real talk. I think his mindset, this tweet right here up on the screen, this is the majority of our people in North America right here, bro. Them little fraction, that little, fringe element up to the side, FBA, Tariq Nasheed, goofball, goof troop, soldier ass niggas. Man, listen, the only thing we do is point them out so we can put them all to the side and we already know who we not fucking with. Because at the end of the day, it's all about unity on this side right here, man. On this channel, it's all about black men from around the world getting on our job, getting on our business, doing what we got to do, handling the business that we supposed to handle. And lately, there's been people coming into my comment section telling me to let off the gas when it comes to Tariq Nasheed. You know what I mean? Let him go. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about him, things like that. But I'm telling you, every time he sends a shot, I'm sending a shot back, bro. Anytime he sends a shot, I'm sending a shot back. If you notice, that's how I operate. I don't ever just be coming at him unprovoked, unwarranted. You send a shot, I'm sending a shot back. And when I send a shot back, I'm sending it in the name of black people around the world. Because at the end of the day, Tariq Nasheed has already let it be known that he's maintaining an adversarial position to black people around the world. So every time he sends a shot, I'm sending a shot back. And in fact, one of Tariq Nasheed's little goofball soldiers in his army, one of his little supporters, made a video about me, right? Had my picture, had my page up on the screen, and he was talking a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of bullshit. Now, I'm not going to address him directly, but he did admit in the video that, Tariq Nasheed, don't take him seriously. He's just entertainment. Exactly. Yeah, you better admit that he's entertainment. Yeah. Now we got these dudes openly admitting that their leader ain't nobody to be taken serious. He's just a comedian. He's just a goof troop. He's just a goofball on the internet. We already knew that. Anyways, man, I think Burna Boy had good intentions. I don't think he hopped on the screen, hopped on the microphone with bad intentions, looking to insult anybody, looking to demean anybody, looking to degrade anybody. If you ask me, I think he was trying to, extend the olive branch. I think he was trying to let it be known that, listen, have an international mindset, have an international worldview, and we're going to welcome you with open arms, because you family. I think that's what I heard. But, listen, different black men hear different things. Different black men are operating at different levels in the game. So anyways, bro, it's your boy Nevercard Desaline back in the building. Yes, indeed. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App in the description, and I'm gone.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching me blocking my vision. Get for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage, I got business. This is an art and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you in court. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smack in their faces.